Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're modifying something again. So what we're doing is my kids got me a Blackstone 4-burner griddle for Father's Day, and I noticed a huge defect in it right away. And it's nothing you can return it to the store for and get a different one, because I believe they're all going to do the same thing. So let me just show you what my struggle is. So here's the griddle itself. Here, all the same, but the griddle itself sits up, you got this gap right here, right? All the way down. This is your shelf where you set stuff. You get a ton of heat coming through here and melting anything sitting on these shelves right here. Melts it bad too. So what the plan is to make some heat shields that'll sit here and protect the heat from coming out of here and protect whatever you sit on your shelf. So I'm gonna go to the shop or the garage, whatever you want to call it, and let's modify some heat shields, see what we can do.
Hey guys, welcome back. My dad is building something.
Yes, we are building something. So what we're making today, and well, what I just showed you earlier in the video, the problem with the griddle, you get way too much heat on the sides, on the shelves. It seems to be a common problem that a lot of people have. So what I got here now, zoom it out a little. This is just some flashing that I had a big sheet of, and I cut them down to 6 inches tall, 6 inches this way, 24 inches this way, same length as the shelves. And we have this aluminized heat barrier. It radiates up to 2,000 degrees of heat. Bought this on Amazon. Now this is 12 inches by 24 inches, so we're going to cut this sucker right in half, put them on each one, and then we'll attach them to the grill. So I didn't film the part of cutting these out. Kind of self-explanatory. I just used some metal shears, marked them out, and cut them. So let me get the camera set up. We'll get this heat tape barrier put on it, and we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. We got our heat shields. So the plan was, I think we're going to probably cut these in half now that I looked at this more. I wasn't thinking when I pulled measurements on these as far as putting the cover back on the griddle, because you know normally, everything moves here. Normally when you're cooking, your lid, it's going to hang back here out of the way. My plan was to go like this, like loosen these up and slide it down in here, hold them in place. But to do that and get them up there all the way, they're probably more likely going to have to be cut the same shape as this griddle top right here. So we might have to modify these a little bit, which it's okay. I mean, it's trial and error. It's not like these were made for the Blackstone. We're just trying to figure out how in the heck to do them ourselves. So let me mess with this a little bit so I'm not boring you all on camera. Get one shelf loosened up and we'll see what we got. Alright folks, I made modifications. The right side one is done. Unfortunately, stupid me dropped one of my screws to the bracket underneath the deck, so probably not get a new screw for that because I'm not going underneath this deck. Because for one, there's no way to get under it. I have to tear the lattice off of it and everything. This deck is old. Anyhow, we're not doing that. So let me just set this thing somewhere, show you all what we got now. So this definitely changed from the square that it was. Now remember, this is just the right side. I haven't, but that is our heat shield now. So excuse me. What that's going to do, let me set this camera down, and I'll get it put in place and show you all how it fits, and I'll get up close for it and everything. But what I did was, these notches are to slide behind your brackets. Brackets are still screwed in, they're just loose right now. So you're going to slide it in this side down, just like that. And it's sitting flush with the griddle all the way around, but it's blocking off these sides right here. So, screw gun. Here it is. Tighten these back up now. Now it does bow out a little bit, which I don't know. I don't see that being a problem. It's bowing out because of the louvers in this panel here. So it could notch up around these louvers. I might do that if that becomes an issue, but I don't know if it will or not. But with it like that, we should be able to set our lid back on. See, that's what we're looking for. A lid will still fit with those on. So now we just got to get this other side trimmed. I'll show you all how I did that. Oh. Let me get the camera situated here for you again. Sorry for the bad filming, folks. These kids used to love to film for me, and now they don't care. But there we go. All right, let's get the lid back up. I'll eventually make this lid hinge also. I know it's got to be a funky hinge, so that's why I haven't really messed with it too much yet. Well, at all, besides just kind of thinking about it. Alright, so now here our issue is going to be the handle is in the way. Which, you know what? We don't need a handle. We're going to keep the handle, but we're going to take it off of the smoker. And I can probably save one of these screws for the daggone, for this other shelf bracket. I don't plan on ever moving this thing for quite a while, and if I ever do, well then just put the handle back on it. But I mean, it's pretty simple to roll it around. So let's go ahead and steal one of these screws. This bracket here. There we go. Alright, so like I said, I cut them notches in it to where these they slide right in place. Really nice. Now what we'll do is take our Sharpie and tin snips. So we're going to hold it up flat. Whoops, get off the boot there, shelf. We're going to hold it flat like so. Trace this line out. Make that cut. Right there. Right there. And we'll just curve this one right on up like that. So that's what we're going to cut out now, right here. And we'll have this side done. We're going to put them on the tin snips. Alright, now we got this one cut to shape, just like we need. Slide it back in. Right there's what we're looking for, honestly. So we'll go ahead and tighten this one down. I don't like that, but should we fix it now? Probably. Let's just mark that out. There. I didn't even see that on this side, so I gotta take this one back off. So let's get these cut out and we'll be back. Alright, we're back again. Made another cut on it. It's starting to get kind of crazy looking. But we should be good now. I didn't want any sharp angles that would cut the kids or anything if they got around it. So slide it back in place again for one last time. So now that's cleaner looking like that. That'll work good. Get it tightened down on there. Now the package said on this stuff it was good for direct heat up to 300 degrees and radiant heat up to 2000 degrees. And I would consider this to be radiant heat, I think. So I think this will work just fine. But I don't know. What do I know? We'll see. If anything, it should help with our cooking too, because we're keeping more heat into the griddle. There we go. Get our shelf screwed back on, which kind of sucks. Screw. When did they get so hot out? It is July 1st. Maybe that's the problem, huh? Goodness gracious. This thing just does not want to line up. This is my favorite shelf too because it's got the magnetic strip on it. Why is it fighting me so bad? There we go. Lord, it's making me look dumb on camera, ain't it, guys? Now, should be able to still, look at that. Everything's out of the way of the shelf. Perfect. See if we get these two put in. Hopefully they don't make me look stupid like that side did. It's a matter of just getting the damn holes lined up in this bracket. It's like a L-shaped bracket. If you got one of these, you know, because these shelves fold. So it's kind of, you gotta get that hole lined up just right. That'll work. Take those down. See what we got. These other screws off of the griddle. Obviously, I can leave that shelf up when I put the cover on, but this one here I can't. So let's see. There we go. There we go. That had nothing to do with the heat shield, but so there you go, folks. Show you what we got now. Got a nice heat shield right here, blocking that gap. It isn't sitting quite flat, but I mean really nothing you can do. You don't want to attach it to the griddle itself, so we're just gonna leave it like that, but it blocks the sides. I think that'll work good. And then we did the same on this side here, so we should, if anything, you probably get some heat coming up through here, I assume. It's going to try to escape because you can see there is a gap there, but we're not going to get that heat coming outside here melting stuff on the sides anymore. And then the lid still fits over it. Should be good to go. So put that shelf down so I put the cover back on it. But so if you have a Blackstone griddle and you have issues with melting everything you put on your shelves, or just stuff getting extremely freaking hot on your shelves because you had all that radiant heat coming out the sides, this might be an idea for you. I'll post a link in the description to the heat shield stuff. Right here's a picture of it right there. See it? That's what I used. Give it a try. Good luck to you. Have a happy 4th of July. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. See you next time.